Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Brothers and sisters in Islam, al-halal will always be enough and sufficient for a person. Wal-haram, no matter how much you do of it, will never ever be sufficient and enough for a person. And there is a story in the Quran that beautifully expresses this matter. Allah Azza wa Jalla, He says, فَلَمَّا فَصَلَ طَالُوتُ بِالْجُنُودِ قَالَ إِنَّ اللَّهَ مُبْتَلِيكُمْ بِنَهَرٍ. Subhanallah. In Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah Azza wa Jalla told us about the story of Dawood, Talut and Jalut. Talut was the Muslim king, he was the Muslim ruler, and he was going to enter the Holy Land, Jerusalem, with the army that he had. Among the army was Dawood alayhi salam, and they were going to fight Jalut and the army of Jalut. So Allah Azza wa Jalla, He says that when the army began to move towards Jerusalem, Talut, he gathered his army and he said to them, Inna Allah mubtalikum binahar. Allah is going to test us with a river. There's going to be a river that is going to come. Everyone is thirsty. Everyone wants to drink from this beautiful river that looks so fresh and it looks nice and beautiful. So Allah Azza wa Jalla, He said that Talut said to them, Inna Allah mubtalikum binahar. Faman shariba minhu falaysa minni. The test here is that anyone who drinks from it is not from my army anymore. Then it is haram to drink from this water. Allah Azza wa Jal has made it forbidden. وَمَنْ لَمْ يَطْعَمْهُ فَإِنَّهُ مِنِّي إِلَّا مَنِ اغْتَرَفَ غَرْفَةً بِيَدِهِ أَوْ غُرْفَةً بِيَدِهِ. And whoever does not drink from it except a handful, then he will be from my army and he has passed the test. So there is a river. It is not allowed to drink from it. Allah Azza wa Jal wants to control their desire for this water. So He made it forbidden. No one's allowed to drink from it. The only exception is a handful. Anyone who drinks a handful from the river, then he would have succeeded and that would be halal, and he is able to join that army and continue with Talut until they reach the blessed land. Now the idea is this. Allah Azza wa Jal said, فَشَرِبُوا مِنْهُ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا مِنْهُمْ. Many of them drank as much as they can, except a few. A few only drank a handful. Now the beautiful, interesting thing here is that Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu said, those who drank more than one handful, their thirst was not quenched. And those who drank one handful, sufficient at what is halal, Allah Azza wa Jal satisfied them and quenched their thirst. Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah. And so brothers and sisters in Islam, this is the principle in life. When you take what Allah has made halal for you in this worldly life, there will be barakah in this and it will be sufficient and enough for you. And when you take what's haram from this worldly life, you will never get enough of it and you will never be satisfied. Look at the people, for example, that get married in a halal way. One wife, 2, 3, 4, and that would be enough for him. And he doesn't desire more. Look at, on the other hand, when a person commits a zina, wal-'iyadhu billah, 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, and he's never enough. Look at the person who suffices with halal money. When you take halal money, there is enough barakah in this, and by the permission of Allah, it's enough for you. And those that acquire their wealth through haram means, wallahi, 1 million and 2 million and 10 million is never enough for them. They will continue to run after that which is haram and they are never satisfied. Look at the person who drinks, for example. If you're to eat and drink what is halal, you are sufficed and that would be enough for you. There's barakah in that. But the person who goes towards al-haram, look at those that sit in the bars and drink alcohol, a forbidden beverage. They drink 1, 2, 3, 5, 10 cups a night and they are not satisfied. So brothers and sisters in Islam, al-halal is enough for a person. Wal-haram, no matter how much you take from it, will never satisfy you. And that's why Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam will make a hadith, a dua. He makes a dua and he says, Allahumma kfini bihalalika an haramik waghnini bifadlika amman siwak. He would say, Allahumma ghnini bihalalika an haramik. Oh Allah, make al-halal, what is lawful, sufficient and enough for me instead of the haram. Waghnini bifadlika amman siwak. And enable me through your grace and through your mercy that I depend on no one except you.